Do you have like a specific type that you look for that you typically go for?
I mean, I guess fuckboys are my can I say that here? I'm sorry.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl, and today we're joined by singer, songwriter, and actress Elle Winter. Hi Elle.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Like we were just discussing, this is a big day for you. Sad Girl Heaven is out now. The song is fire, by the way. How does it feel waking up this morning knowing this is in the world?
It's just so surreal. I really put my heart and soul into this record, and it took so many moving pieces, especially during this time to develop it. And I'm just so grateful to be able to release music. And, I know how important listening to music was for me during, this crazy time in the world we're living through. And I want the people who listen to my music and my fans to have something to connect to and make us all feel a little less alone right now. So I'm so excited that it's out.
And I can imagine just the day something that you love so much is in the world is a special day. What does today look like for you? Like, logistically and also emotionally, what's on the docket?
Yeah, I mean, I have to just kind of separate, I feel, for a little bit, like go for a walk. Maybe I have to get off my phone is the day's agenda. I spent the whole morning just responding, looking at what's happening, posting. I think the rest of the day I should maybe take a walk outside and get some fresh air and just take it all in and really focus on that gratitude and appreciation.
Oh, I love that. Now, the song is so relatable for anyone who has dated before, is dating now, who's been in a toxic relationship. What was your inspiration behind this one?
Yeah, I mean, the song is all about like loving drama. And in every sense of that, the song, really portrays the drama through the production and the dramatic strings and anthemic nature and the lyrics. I mean, they're so hyperbolic and extreme, but it's just to show that, I tend to go after the wrong people. My mom always tells me I know how to pick them. If I see a nice person coming, I'm like, oh, I don't like you. Like, you're nice. It's a terrible quality. And after I realized that, I was like, oh my God, I keep doing this. And this song was born from those epiphanies and of my bad behavior.
I'd say the line that drops when it's like, all of a sudden it's like, I kind of miss a fuck boy. You're like, oh shit.
Yes, it's so crazy. Like, I'll be meeting these people and I'm like, this guy's perfect on paper, but if he's not like, causing me that like emotional turmoil, I don't want it.
Yeah, you need it. You need it sometimes. This has been such an interesting year for dating in general. I feel like, how do you think in relationships, how do you think that this quarantine is going to impact, in this past year, is going to impact the way that we, millennials and Gen Z specifically, are in relationships or are dating or starting to date?
Yeah, I think, maybe people have started to realize like how important relationships are, as we've spent this time alone. I've noticed like more of my friends getting into relationships and not, there's no going out and like meeting a bunch of different people and whatever and having that kind of like freedom. You kind of want to have that one person you can just like stay home with. So I think that's kind of shifted that focus to, having one person you can connect to and have a special bond with, which I think is good.
That's really nice. Now, aside from the drama for you, do you have like a specific type that you look for that you typically go for?
I mean, I guess fuckboys are my can I say that here? I'm sorry. We're gonna have to.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I'd say that. I don't know, but 2021, we're gonna go for good guys that my family would approve of. That's the goal.
You said your mom would approve of?
Yes, yeah.
That's amazing. That's so funny. And now, okay, so I want to take it back a little bit I want to talk about your music, but I want to take it back to the beginning when you were discovered by Radio Disney at a young age, which is so cool because that's such a rare thing, to someone who's gone through that process. How do you think being a part of that Next Big Thing program, which you were on, impacted sort of your, musical trajectory, your, music journey? What did that look like for you?
Yeah, I actually have been thinking about this a lot lately because of the news of Radio Disney shutting down and, they've just been such a huge part of my life. And I was looking back and realized they really shaped me into the person I am. getting chosen to work with them. I auditioned at 12, and then a couple months later I was chosen. I was 13, so I was very young, and they really, I learned how to prioritize and what was important to me, and growing up and managing, balancing school and music, and it really, put everything in perspective for me. Being able to tour and meet newfound fans at the time, it was so special. And I'd always loved music, but I never realized how it could bring people together. And that program, being able to share my own music with all these new people, really showed me that music can really just create this community and create special bonds with me and other people.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just crazy to hear you say starting at the age of 12, that is such a young age. When you look back at your journey, what's been the most challenging part at starting so young? And on the opposite of that, what would you say is the most rewarding?
Yeah, I'd say the challenging part, I think, is to not let other people's opinions get to you. I think that's so important, just not just people in your personal life, but even, industry and different management, producers, everyone has an opinion, and you just have to really not take it all to heart and follow what you want. And it's sometimes so hard to hear that through all the noise. So that's been a really, just on this journey, I've had to learn how to tune that out and know what I want and not be influenced by other people. So that's probably the biggest challenge. And the biggest reward, I'd say, is just being able to meet so many different people and, from all walks of life, from all places, and have these moments with them. Like, I've been able, after we released my last project, I started, connecting with different fans around the world, and we're so different, and we would have these Zoom calls, but we just had connected over the message of a song. And it was so special to me that, no matter how different we are, for 3.5 minutes, we really have that common experience. We're all just human beings.
Yeah. And, for you growing up, also being online and, being everywhere and immersed in a ton of different things, what's your relationship like now with social media and sharing and even getting feedback from random strangers, like you mentioned, what does that look like for you?
I just really, I feel I just have to post it all and be as open as possible, because people connect to honesty, and I know that's what I look for. And people I follow and the artists I love, I want them to show me their vulnerable sides and let me feel less alone in what I'm going through. So it's tough, especially like when I see people my friends who aren't in the industry who post, and it's like I'm posting for them too, and I have to not let that interfere with what I'm doing, just being open and not, thinking if anyone's judging, and just being as honest as possible, because that's, we just want to be real and let everyone feel like we're in this together.
Yeah, I mean, that's a wise way to navigate that world, because it can be tough. I also love TikTok. But I also love your profile, because you sort of show us this behind the scenes of what it was like, again, to be on Radio Disney, to start young, to make music, what, this world looks like. How did you know which direction you sort of wanted to create content for your followers?
I'd realized I had started doing other content. I wasn't doing much singing content on the platform. I don't know why I hadn't.
Yeah, is there a reason? Did you ever want to, or are you going to start doing more?
Start doing that more, because I love doing covers and stuff, but I just, I would get to I would do random covers of older songs. I was like, oh, I don't think that would work for TikTok. So I would do comedy stuff, and I was like, I don't really feel like I'm being true to me doing that. I was like, why don't I share all these different experiences I've had, and maybe people will connect to it and find it interesting. So I did a little story time about my experience on Disney, and it went crazy viral, 8 million views almost. And now I've just been sharing all these, stories I've had, and I'd realized it kind of reminds me of my songwriting. I just tell my stories and hopefully connect with people and share things that can entertain them. And I found this is another outlet where I can do so. So I'm so happy that it's resonating and people are liking it.
Have you found that, when certain things do well, or certain stories do well, that inspires you maybe to write a song about it? Has that correlation ever happened?
Yeah, I think it's really, when you see that kind of traction, it's like, oh wow, if these people love a story like this, I think they'll love a song with a similar arc or a similar dramatic progression. So it's definitely inspired me a lot and has really motivated me seeing this type of response. So I actually do notice I'm writing a lot more.
Love it. And speaking of inspiring, what artist for you right now is someone that is really inspiring to you?
I mean, I love Justin Timberlake, Bruno Mars, Beyonce. I mean, Ed Sheeran's one of my favorites as well. I love the Olivia Rodrigo new record. I love that honesty, and I think that's so powerful. But I'd say like this new era that I'm entering with my music is really inspired by the early 2000s pop icons that made me want to be an artist myself. Like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, those Justin Timberlake records, all of that. You know, I loved it. It was so powerful, so out there. Like they held nothing back. And I love that type of production, that type of music. So those are some of my inspirations. I could go on and on. I got a lot from the 2000s.
No, that's great. And so I didn't realize that was sort of the direction you're taking. So your new EP is out this spring, right?
Yes, yeah, we're rolling it out now.
So tell us a little bit more of what can we expect? What sort of stories are we going to hear in this new music?
Yeah, I mean, just during this time, I feel like I've really had so much, time to reflect and think about experiences I've had that maybe in the hustle and bustle of my life before quarantine, I hadn't been able to really process. So I've been able to think deeply about them and really just like pour my heart out into these songs. And I worked on this project with a UK producer named Jungle Boy. We connected virtually, and then we ended up finding a mutual place to meet and work on the rest of this project. And he really understands this vision and understands me as an artist and brought it to life. So I'm just so excited for this music, and I'm so excited for this year to be full of new music, like nonstop new music.
Yes, that's my last question is what else can we expect from you from this year? Do we have a lot of new music on the horizon?
Yes, that's the plan, just to keep rolling out singles that would then lead to an EP that would come out. So kind of like a waterfall. So I'm so excited.
Love that. Elle Winter, congrats. We're so excited for you, and congrats on Sad Girl Heaven out now. And for everyone watching, make sure to stream Sad Girl Heaven on iHeartRadio. And Elle, thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor.
Of course. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching our interview with Elle Winter. You can stream Sad Girl Heaven out now on iHeartRadio. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.